What's your
Okay.
favorite number between 1 and 11?
For me, a 4 or 6 are my numbers I always bet.
Just need one.
4.
4? Bet the 4 horse in the race before, parlay it with the Kentucky Derby winner.
Thank you.
Easy game.
Easy game.
Don't have to sell me.
That's more effective than most of the things I said.
Exactly.
So.
No, me too, man. Like, we're trying to break it down here. Half the time I win, Pat, when I don't even think. Like, the dumber I am, the better it is. I'm trying to break it down. I'm like, why am I overthinking this? Like, just let's make this work here. Let's just win like last year. That would be great. Let's win.
Pat Mayo Experience.
Welcome to the Pat Mayo Experience, everyone's favorite show all year long. Kentucky Derby picks and previews. Smash a like. Give me your winner in the comment section. Don't be afraid to subscribe to Mayo Media Network or the audio podcast on Spotify, on Apple. Do it all. Leave a rating and review. Cam Stewart on the line. Ben Rasa on the line. Ben, the first thing we do every single year, because some people might be betting the Kentucky Derby for the first time, can you explain, outside of picking who to win, what kind of bets you can make?
All right. We do it every year. It's important. So yeah, the beautiful thing about horse racing, you could turn like $2 into tens of thousands, but the way you do that is not betting to win. There are different types of bets. So we're going to run through them real quick. Exacta. That means you got to pick the winner and the horse in second. Trifecta. That means 1, 2, and 3. So first, second, third, and then the man himself, Cam Stewart, would tell you superfectas. That's where it gets extremely dangerous. That's first, second, third, and fourth. So there's a lot of different ways you can do it, all the way from just picking the winner. But if you start linking up, first, second, third, or fourth, and you happen to hit something like that, you can do that. And then the last thing, Pat, when we say box, that means every combination. So if you box 13 and 5, and it comes 5-13, you would also win. Costs more money, but you get more combinations.
Anything else you would like to add to that, Cam?
No, Ben is amazing. He did it perfectly, and we're not going to be like these old fuckers with quinellas and shit like that that people don't understand. Let's just stick to the simple things. Win place show, Superfecta top 4. But Ben brought up a great point. And in Kentucky Derby, we have a lot of crazy animals running, and crazy things are going to happen. So boxing becomes something that you definitely want to do, because actually getting first, second, third, and fourth in that order, Ben, would you say almost impossible? I would say almost impossible. Like, you literally can buy a new house, buy an island, do whatever you want. But boxing also comes with money. But you can also do, instead of like $1 superfecta, you could do a 10-cent super or whatever. These are things that Ben can explain, because he's one of those guys. He's sharp in his mind. And I will say this, Pat, pleasure to see you again. Ben, always a pleasure. We haven't talked in a long time. Don't want to live in the past. But last year, remember, our boy Sovereignty, he got it done. The 18 horse, we had a really successful Kentucky Derby last year. Let's see if we can do it again, my friend.
Well, Ben, usually what happens, last year when you usually come on for the big events like NCAA bracket, we try to make our picks. We were awful this year after being awesome for the 2 years before that. So maybe we go in spurts of 2. Like, we had a great Kentucky Derby last year. We'll have a great Kentucky Derby this year. The first thing I notice, I'm using odds from Coolbet.com. If you are in Canada outside of Ontario, you too can use Coolbet.com. Hit the description, get your bonus, and go bet on the Kentucky Derby and everything else up there too. Renegade is currently the favorite. 5-1 is what they have him listed at. Is he running from the 1 spot?
Well, I got to tell you, Renegade is a very, very good horse. But as Ben will explain, being in the 1 hole is a disaster in the Kentucky Derby, because there's so many horses. You can get caught up behind horses, and it doesn't matter how good you are. You need a perfect trip. Remember Sovereignty last year, guys coming off the pace and boom, right down the stretch. You need a perfect ride. There's so many horses. There's so much traffic. You're weaving in and out. Is the whole thing I don't know. Am I right, Ben? Is it luck based? A lot of the time, sometimes the best horse doesn't win. It's just about the trip that you get, because there's so many damn horses that you have to navigate through.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's no doubt about that. It's such a weird dynamic, because there's 2 different storylines and both could be true. Being in the 1 hole is bad. That's a fact. There's no doubt. You're going to hear people throw out these stats though, that like, oh, a horse from the 1 hole hasn't won in 40 years. Yeah, but most of the horses that just happened to draw the 1 were not going to win, whether they were in the 1, the 2, the 6, it didn't matter. This is a good horse. He's also not a speedball. So it's still, Cam, to your point, 100%. You don't want to be blocked, but he's not trying to go to the front anyway. So I'm interested to see exactly what Irad tries to do with him, because if he sits back, he probably won't really be in any different spot than he normally would be. So it's a fascinating dynamic with the favorite being in the one hole.
Well, on Coolbet right now, there's actually co-favorites. So Renegade's a favorite, and Further Ado from the 18 holes now down to 5-1 as well. In certain places, you'll see Renegade at 4-1, Further Ado at 6-1. At Coolbet, they're both 5-1. Does that change anything for you, Ben?
Not really, honestly. I mean, that's, there's a handful of horses that I think have legitimate shots. Obviously, Renegade would be one of them. And Further Ado would be another one. Brad Cox, who's one of my favorite trainers, has got him seemingly really primed for a big race. So I think it's kind of you have different tiers. That's how I really approach the Derby. You have 2 to 3 horses that are legitimate favorites. You've got 3 to 4 horses that could win, and then you got some real bombs that it's not impossible, but it would take probably something a little fluky.
Cam, there's a Coolbet prop that's up right now. That's the trainer of the Kentucky Derby winner. Any other trainer is minus 300. Brad Cox, 2-1.
Well, the thing is, Brad Cox, and to Ben's point, I love the 18 horse, and he also has the 6 horse Commandment, which I love as well. So what are we talking here? Like, we have 2 of the horses that I absolutely love, the 18 and the 6, and we have a trainer that's training both of them. I know people are going to talk about the Ric Flair, woo, Bob Baffert, whatever. I like Brad Cox too. And let's remember one thing when we did this show last year, we talk about connections. And a long time ago, Brian Blessing told me, when you're betting these horses, Bill Mott and Junior Alvarado, it's one of these things like it's like when this jockey rides for this trainer in big races, a lot of the time good things happen. And we can talk about that horse. He's the 12 Chief Wallaby. But I'm with Ben. I think, you know what, Pat? 2-1 on that bet. I wish we got more, but that sports book is they're on top of it because we're getting a couple horses that are favorites in the race.
Full Effort is also a Brad Cox horse, Ben. From the 20 spot.
Yeah, you got two big guns with him, and then you've got your, it can't hurt. It's just another horse, but there's no doubt in my mind, Commandment is serious business. That horse is a problem. He is a really good horse. Won the Florida Derby. He sets up there's a lot of things if you're looking for, you want to go through like people do with golf majors, like the winner's done this and this and this, and you narrow it down. Commandment checks a ton of boxes. And that's, again, Brad Cox.
Outside of the Florida Derby, what are the other lead-in races that we should be looking at, Cam?
What do we got here? We got the Wood Memorial, Arkansas Derby. For some other horses, Ben, United Arabits, that could be listed. But yeah, Louisiana, they had a West Virginia Derby in there. But I think a lot of the time, Pat, when you're looking at this, the Florida Derby winner is usually a horse that you have to be looking for in the Kentucky Derby for good reason. And I think we're reading each other's mail right now with a couple of these horses, because I have three or four listed. I want to add a bomb because we got to put together our stuff. But I'm going to say this, like, I love the 6 and I love the 18. Like, those are 2 horses that I'm looking at big time. Like, those are horses that I like that can win. And as Ben mentioned, we have the same trainer on both. So that's something that we should look into, Pat. I'm going to tell you, though, a bomb's going to come there. It's hard to have favorite, like, you know what I mean? Like, all the numbers. It's usually we're going to have a couple of these guys, but maybe a 30 or a 40 in the Superfecta category, and then it's going to pay boxcars. It's hard to have first favorite, second favorite, third and fourth. There's too many horses, too many different combinations. Crazy things are going to happen. So the key for us is, for our bomb ticket, picking that crazy long shot that has a chance to finish in the top 3 or 4.
Ben, there are 7 horses 10-1 or under. You got Renegade at 5, Further Ado at 5. So Happy at 6-1. Commandment, we just talked about, another Brad Cox horse at 7-1. Chief Wallaby at 8-1. The Puma, Emerging Market, both 10-1. So it sounds like both of you like Further Ado and Commandment, Ben?
Yeah, for me, it would be Commandment. Just kind of the horse that I zeroed in on. I tend to, the way the Derby works, you kind of have these prep races, you get your points. I tend to probably rate the Florida Derby as one of the best indicators, that probably in Arkansas Derby, but Commandment won that. And then, yeah, there's some horses. I have a couple on the list that I it's hard to make a case for, but if you get it right, again, this is parimutuel wagering, so the pool, these prices are correlated. You're going to get a monster payout if you can find someone that outruns their price, and I think there's a couple names that absolutely could.
Well, explain the parimutuel aspect of this, because even as someone who is as seasoned of a bettor as me, I do very few parimutuel bets. Can you just explain it for, let's say, me to understand?
Yeah, so it's a little different from typical betting. So, if I bet the Knicks at, -5 and they close at -2, my ticket is my ticket. When you bet it, you bet it. But with horse racing, you get the last price. Everyone gets the same. So if you bet a horse at 9-1, and everyone in the world starts to bet him, his price is going to fall, but so is yours, because it's based on the concept of parimutuel. It's just based on the entire pool of money. It's not based on anything that you did or anyone else. It's the actual bets being placed. So if some super rich guy bets $1 bajillion on your horse, for not in the Derby per se, but at like a rinky-dink track, your odds would be absolutely crippled. So it's a little
what it is too,
obscure.
Ben? Not to interrupt here, but this is very important, Pat. A lot of these sports books, you can have locked-in bets, and that's the thing. Like it's very different than betting these horses at the track. Ben's right. Like, Pat, there's times I'm at the OTB sucking back some beers, having a good time, smoking one. I'm like, yeah. Ooh, I got a 9-1. The thing closes at 4-1. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? And he wins it, and I'm going, I should have won that money. But that's the difference between the parimutuel wagering and sportsbook. Maybe Coolbet has, these are the odds of the horse. And I know a lot of them do this. You can lock in that bet. It doesn't matter. That's the thing. Just like a hockey game, a basketball game, a golf tournament, anything else, you could lock it in. But when you're betting from the track, that's the thing. We can have, let's just say, Commandment, when he goes off, like, what is it? What, Ben, 6? And then maybe he finishes at like 4, 3. The problem is if he wins, you're going to get the final price. So maybe if you like a horse, one of the favorites, you can lock them in. If you can find it on Coolbet or another site, Pat, I would suggest doing that, because that could be really good. It's basically you're taking a shot. The horse could go up, the horse could go down. Boom, you get what he gets. But at the track, a lot of the time the favorites get knocked down.
So, Ben, with the parimutuel betting in this pool, does that exist online, or is that only at the track?
It does exist online, but I think for probably simplistic reasons, a lot of the sports books online will let you lock in your price, because the reason they don't do it at the track is you couldn't have it with your tickets physically for the tellers, where everyone had a different price. So everyone, you give them their ticket, they pay you the same thing. Online, they don't need to worry about that. So to Cam's point, if you don't want to deal with parimutuel, a lot of the books like Coolbet will just allow you to lock in, and your price is your price. You may miss out, but you also may get, a favorable price if the odds move against you.
Can I ask you, is that maple syrup junior mints, Trivial Pursuit cards, and what the hell is that thing back there?
Yeah,
is that
we got a little Seinfeld action there.
That's
we got, little junior.
The answer's moops. Moors, you idiot. No, moops.
The moops are on there.
Yeah,
that's right. All the classics.
You were
junior mints.
Underdogs expanding the game. You already know their player picks. Pick higher or lower on player stats. Today, Underdog prediction markets are live in 25 states. Back your squad with spreads, handicap for closer game, or totals, higher lower combined score, combined with player picks for bigger payouts. New customers play $5 on fantasy, get $75 in fantasy bonus entries. Code Mayo. Team picks, player picks, all on Underdog. Starting something new is terrifying. I remember right before launching this show thinking, what if no one listens? What if it completely flops? And that's something that has persisted every time that I hit record and go to edit a show, even as I'm recording this right now. It never goes away. But taking that leap ended up being one of the best decisions I ever made. And honestly, having something like Shopify back then would have made it a whole lot easier. Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses. Whether you're just getting started or scaling up, you can build a clean, professional store with ready-to-use templates that actually match your brand. No coding headaches. And it's not just a storefront. Shopify's got built-in AI tools to help write product descriptions, improve your pages, even upgrade your images. Plus, you can run email and social campaigns right from the platform like you've got a full marketing team behind you. That would have been great like 15 years ago, not gonna lie to you. Best part, Everything lives in one place: inventory, payments, analytics, so you're not juggling 5 different tools to run your business. It's time to turn those what ifs into with Shopify today. Sign up for your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/PatMayo. Go to shopify.com/PatMayo. That's shopify.com/PatMayo. You were looking down the list, Ben, of some guys that maybe we can throw into some horses that we can throw into maybe second, third, if we're going to box some of these in. Where were you looking?
So this is a real shot in the dark. There is a horse named, I don't even know how this horse got in there. I guess they allow this. There's a horse named, I don't even know how to pronounce the first word. I guess it's Danon Bourbon.
Yeah, like the yogurt.
Like the yogurt. There we go. He's from Japan. He has absolutely dusted every single horse that he's come up against. None of the races have been competitive, but he's never raced here. They've shipped him over. He's by Maxfield, who is in probably the top 10 of my favorite horses ever. I'm a big Maxfield guy. That horse is amazing until he got hurt. Nobody knows. My guess, maybe a little outclassed, but with these horses that ship in, the Forever Youngs of the world, and some of these Japanese horses are real problems. And eventually one of them is going to break through. This horse is a complete unknown. He's had no competition, big step up. But I like this horse as a potential real outside shot to compete.
Well, Pat, do you like yogurt? Do you like bourbon? That's your horse.
I like neither of those things.
I like neither.
You like Japan.
Yeah, but he's right. Ben's right. One of these Japanese horses, like, eventually he's going to figure it out. And this horse looks very, very good. But it's interesting for me, Pat. I don't know if we're looking at it. I like the 12 Chief Wallaby, but I'm doing that because of connections. That's me. That's my love for Junior Alvarado and for helping me out throughout the years when I needed a guy. But Ben, I was going to ask you about 2 emerging market, the 15. And I was also looking at another horse. Which one was it that I had marked down? It was Mark Cassie's horse. Let me see. Silent Tactic. Either any of those 2 that you like as a pooch?
So emerging markets on my list as well. Again, sometimes it's like you find one thing and you gravitate towards it. Klaravich Stables, I bet a lot of their horses, the little insignia, every time they wear those silks, kind of just get me. So yeah, that's a horse. I think in that mid range, he's got a shot. Obviously, Chad Brown, never going to push back on that. You've got some things working. Talent wise, I think to your point, Cam, if he was a little more talented, he'd be 5-1. So he's not, but he's still got a lot working for him there in that next tier. And he could be 15-ish to 1 at post time.
He's teased. Well, he's 15-1 in some spots. At Coolbet right now, he's 10-1. Silent Tactic, running from the 13, Ben, is 50-1.
Wow.
I bet that horse in the lead up race. I don't know what to make of him, to be honest.
He's got a lot of question marks. Could be good, but he's 50-1 for a reason. I just like, it's weird because I like Mark Cassie. He's a guy from Woodbine. Then when I started to go to races, you know what I mean? He has a lot of horses, but Ben's right. Like, anything could happen. Like, he's good, but he's 50-1 for a reason. There's a lot of way better horses there, but this is what happens in the Derby, my friend. Like, we've seen crazy things happen, right? Like Mind That Bird and all this. Like, there have been horses that blow up the top. What was the one, Ben, where they had the guy who was basically, he filled in as a jockey? Was it Lucky Strike? It was Lucky Strike. It might have been
Rich Strike.
Yeah, was it Rich Strike? Yes, or I'm thinking, Pat, I'm thinking about smoking.
Cigarettes from
yeah. I'm thinking about smoke.
I respect that.
Yes. Tell him, what was the odds on that horse? It was box.
He wasn't even in the race.
Yes. He was the one who was the late post, and then there was no odds on him in most places. But but what I didn't appreciate about that was my bets weren't void. The bets that this happened in golf one year. Corey Connors won Valero, and he was first round leader at Valero. He wasn't in the first round leader market. I think that should all be void if you don't offer the guy who won in the market itself.
That's not even debatable. Yes. Where's Lionel Hutz?
Wow.
Where's our legal team? Salino and Barnes. If they're not offering you something that wins and it's a loss, well, we have a real problem here. I'm dead serious. Like, that's actually unacceptable from a gaming perspective. And if you're looking at the books that do that, you're going to say, thanks. It's like banks. I can go take my services elsewhere. Thank you.
Any other long shots, Ben?
I mean, yeah, I think for me,
What about this Puma?
I don't have anything.
The Puma.
Yeah, Puma. I think that's. Yeah,
He's
none of
only
these,
10 to
like,
1 though, isn't he? 10?
Puma
He's come down a little bit.
Let's see. Puma currently on our board. Yeah, 10 to 1.
Yeah, I don't. There's a horse. Certainly not a long shot. I would say, So Happy is something that I think will get some love for some people. Not really for me. There's another Japanese horse called Wonder Dean. I got my yogurt bourbon horse that I'm sticking with. Yeah, I really think that's kind of how I'm going to structure.
Cam, was there anyone else outside of Silent Tactic from down the board that did have your attention? And do you only, so we found out the only reason that you like Silent Tactic is because you met the owner or the trainer?
No, I don't. It's just kind of, how do I explain this, Pat?
Is he a Canadian horse and you're like, let's go Canada?
It's almost like Mike Weir winning the Masters. I'm like, okay, well, you know what I mean? We're going to take him in this tournament type of thing. Like Mark Cassie's a guy that I know due to Woodbine. Ben will tell you, he's been around the horse racing game forever, well respected. It's just a name of a trainer. Like there's like Bob Baffert's big. Like we talked about Mott, Cox. Like there's tons of guys. Like there's, you know what I mean? There's a lot. Ken McPeak's there. There's a million of them, like a million. Todd Pletcher, but he's just a name that and it's just like, really, Pat, I can't. It's almost like if you said, Cameron, can you bring some evidence to the table? But I'm like, no, there's nothing. Like if you look at this horse, I'll say, no, like he doesn't, like, if he wins, it'd be kind of shocking. I'm just looking at the name, but I'm starting to get down with Ben's yogurt mixture here, yogurt and booze mixture, because we have to put something together.
I got bad news for you. Silent Tactic scratched.
Perfect.
Oh,
now I don't even have to think about it.
The end of an era.
Perfect. That's good. That's good. Actually, you know what, Ben? That's a blessing. Now I don't have to add him to tickets and pay more money. He gone.
Yep. One down.
Yep.
Few more exotics or even just relative props at Coolbet right now. Again, hit the description if you're in Canada, outside of Ontario. Sign up at coolbet.com. Cloth number of the winning horse. Odd, plus 110. Even, minus 125.
Kind of like even.
Yeah, even gets you the Brad Cox horses. It gets you 6, 18, and 20.
6, 18, 20.
6, yeah. Yeah, I'd probably go even.
So what are our odds? 7 with Dan and Bourbon?
And the favorite, Renegade's 1.
Yeah, he's 1 in an emerging market. We kind of liked as an exotic player too. He's 15.
Yeah, you also 13 just scratched, so that's a small win.
Also, big money. We're losing guys 50 to 1 shots off the board from the odd side.
So what's going to happen here now? Are we going to fill it in with who's next in line?
I think it's Great White, I want to say.
Like the band?
Maybe it's an actual shark. I don't know anything about that horse.
What a shit show. There's too many horses. I got to be honest with you, Pat. There's too many fucking horses running in this race to begin with. Like, enough is enough. Like, when horses get scratched, is 18 not good enough? Like, oh, we have to put another one in. No, it's an absolute gong show from the start. Like, it's just like, I'm watching horse races sometimes, Ben, we're like, I got 5 horses, 4, like 6 horses, 7. I prefer a little bit bigger of a field, but like, is 18 not enough, Mr. Mayo? Like, is 18 horses, it's enough for me. Like, that's a lot of horses running. And a lot of crazier things. You know what? You talk about being humane with the ant, like 20 horses. Like, if 2 get scratched, don't add anybody else. 18's fine. That's my opinion, Ben. Maybe I'm not sure what the horse racing betting community feels, but that's my opinion. And I'll go to my grave thing. I think we can run at 18. I don't think anybody else needs to, when a horse gets scratched, to fill it up. 18's fine.
Yeah, I mean, there's just no other. The thing I don't like about it is that I watch horse racing almost every day.
Yeah.
There are no races that have this, like, you see 11 or 12 horses sometimes. You don't have 18, 20 horses in any race. Exactly. And then the biggest race you do. And so it's a little awkward in that sense, that it's such a unique running situation. And not that I don't really care like who wins in the sense of being a purist. it adds a lot of variance because with that many horses, crazy stuff happens a lot more than if you had 10 horses.
You know what's going to happen too. We're going to go from 20, Pat. Ben will tell you. Then we're going to go to the Preakness. So we're going to. How many are going to run in that race? Like
7,
8. And then it's like it's crazy. Variance is the word, and that's why people like to play crazy bets and pooches. That's what's going to happen because anything can happen when you're dealing with that many horses and they're big animals and there's a lot of jockeying for position, a lot of weaving in and out. But I think it's too many to begin with. But hey, I'm not running the show. I'm just here.
Jared, you had a question?
Yeah, in doing the boards, I was wondering if Cam or Ben, maybe I'm not sure, but what's the difference in G1 and G2? Like, is it, AHL to NHL, or is it like NBA finals to first round of the playoffs? You know what I mean? Like, what's the gap there?
Pat, would you like
more
to
of a
explain?
ladder? Yeah. So like grade 1 versus grade 2. It's not as extreme as that. Yeah, it's like the best of the best. And then if you're running in any stakes races, very legitimate. Like most people, because again, I'd say 99% of people, rightfully so, they tune into horse racing a couple times a year. There are races all day, every day, and it's just not like just nonsense purses. So yeah, most of the races people see are stakes races. Grade 1s being the elite.
Did you see that last one, Ben, where White Barrio basically came out and beat Sovereign? I was at my buddy's pack. I'm watching golf, and literally my friends like that white horse smiled. Like he had a look and he went around like it was weird, man. I'm watching. We were not like, maybe we were partying a little bit, but I wasn't wasted. And I could tell you something. That horse just looked and like gave a wink and like, I'm gone. Pew. It was absolutely amazing. Maybe that'll happen with our horse this week. It would be nice.
So for a bit of context, the G1, G2, as explained by you, Ben, it would be like Champions League soccer to EPL, not Champions League soccer to MLS.
Big time.
Yeah, I think that's pretty fair. It would be like, I guess you could say it's probably a little of a stretch, but like the majors in golf versus the signature event, like equality nonetheless, but the best of the best are, these handful of races.
Starting gate of the winning horse, 1 to 9 or 10 or higher. 10 or higher is plus 102, Cam. But we just lost one.
Yeah, we just lost one too. I'd go 1 to 9.
So would I.
You got Commandment and Danon Bourbon in there as well. So maybe that's a way to.
And Renegade.
And Renegade, yeah. You get and So Happy, right?
This is actually, what is that bet, Pat? What are the odds?
The odds are minus 141 and plus 102.
And we get minus 141?
On 1 to 9, yeah, we would get.
I'm going to tell you something. I know people like in golf bettors, Ben, we bet, Pat, all of us, we bet golf. We're greedy. But that laying 140, we could do it in a soccer game, a hockey game, whatever the hell you want to do. I think that's a very good bet, actually. I think there's way more horses between 1 and 9.
Yeah, you
way
get
more.
Totally agree.
Yeah, go back for a second, Jared. On the post 1 to 9, you get a 10 to 1, 6 to 1, 7, 5, and 13 to 1. You get like 6 of the top 9 favorites of 1 to 9.
It's a great bet.
Coolbet.com is where you can find it.
I like that, Pat. Like, and you know what I mean? Like we talk about, you don't want to lay juice, but I don't think that number, like Ben, what would you have that number at? Minus 200?
Yeah, it's certainly over minus 200. I would have thought, or I thought they would have cut it like 1 to 6 and cut off 3 horses or something. Because if you're going to give me half the field, the majority of the horses I could pick if I could just pick my horses would have been in that batch anyway.
Well, I'm with it. That's a great bet, Pat. I want in on there. And it sucks that I'm in Ontario because I'm fuming right now.
Well, this is why I would suggest that everyone go to whatever sportsbook is available to them and look if there is some sort of like prop market, because all the books like to throw this stuff up. And Ben, as you know, some of these standard sports books, whatever one that you deal with, aren't necessarily the biggest into the horse racing game, that they're just throwing out numbers to throw them out, that you can probably find. This is why I wanted to go through these to see if we could find a soft spot or two.
I mean, it's the type of thing, to your point, who the hell, the sportsbook isn't sitting laboring over, can we line this properly? This is wildly inefficient lines because it's a once a year type thing. So yeah, it's to Cam's point, it's not the glamorous, I just hit a 50 to 1 outright, but you know what? these build the bankroll so you can take those shots on a super. You can take those shots on something stupid like the Penguins to come back when they were down 3-0,
Oh,
which
yeah,
they're going to
baby. Yeah, it's dangerous.
do. Dangerous, but yeah, I love that spot. -141.
Next one, winning time over 2 minutes, 2 seconds, 0.5 or under is -115 on both sides. Is there like a standard time for the Kentucky Derby?
That's a tough bet.
And so pass.
It's just tough because you don't know if it's gonna if it
Yeah.
rains or something, you're completely screwed.
Like that bet, Pat, it's like, to me, that's a bet that you make if you want to have fun with it, whatever, do whatever the hell you do. It's like a Super Bowl prop. No thanks. I'm with Ben again. Like, it's just like, we don't know how is the track going to play? Is it fast? Is it slower? Is there any type of weather? Like, you know what I mean? I don't know what's happening in earlier races to affect the track. I'm gonna have to pass on that one.
Oh, margin of victory over under 1.5 lengths. Similar type bet, like whatever.
Yeah, I like the first one. I don't care about the juice.
What are the other ones? Jockey making their debut to win. Yes, 3-1. No, -500.
Yeah, the answer's no, but 500 no. So, but if Ben's horse, the yogurt whiskey or the bourbon, that'll be the other one. But look at all our other guys. Our other guys, Irad Ortiz, one of the best jockeys in the world. What else do we like? What was our other horse, Ben, that we had in the favorites?
Commandment.
Commandment. Renegade, same thing. So you can even look at the other ones. Even further ado, John Velasquez. Yeah, the answer is -500 for a reason.
And you can also do the total words of the name of the winning horse, Ben. 1 word, +140. 2 words, -175. 3 words, 40-1.
I like one word.
Yeah, one word, because you got Commandment
And Renegade.
and Renegade and somebody named Albus, who I couldn't tell you a damn thing about.
Or Pavlovian, Potente,
Incredibolt.
Incredibolt. What else do we got?
Intrepido.
Intrepido. Ah, yeah. Hector Barrios. Yeah, see, there's a lot of one. Yeah, the one is where it's at, man. One name.
Well, I appreciate
Yeah,
that it's not Puma, it's the Puma.
Yeah. Puma, we would have got another horse in there. Too bad.
Ben,
Oh, man.
Ben, which one is Wiley's horse in this?
I think he's in the also eligible. He'll be in the prelim races maybe.
When
He did have a horse running at Oaklawn that I think could have made the jump, but that horse did not showcase too well. I think he got hurt actually.
Remember, Pat, what we need to do with Ben too, we do the old daily double, race before, whatever. Like, we got to do a couple of those things. So we take the race before the Kentucky Derby to keep people interested, because you're going to be waiting all night. This people don't understand. It's a long day of racing.
Well, you usually give us
It's a good day to get absolutely annihilated if you like drinking. You're going to be like just absolutely tuned.
Ben, you always give us the Kentucky Oaks pick. What's the pick there?
Good call.
So that's the girls on Friday. Zany, Zany, so winning the Kentucky Oaks.
Zany.
It's my girl.
What are the
like
odds
that.
on Zany?
She should be amongst the favorites. I would assume. I don't have it in front of me. I would guess like 5-6 to 1.
Who's the jockey and trainer? I don't have it in front of me either, Ben. Do you know?
So we got. I believe it's a Pletcher horse. I think it's Irad.
Yep,
So
you are correct. Zany's 4-1. Pletcher and Irad Ortiz Jr.
That's good. That's quality.
yeah, good horse.
Very strong.
I like Zany.
So is that from the same trainer jockey duo as American Pharaoh?
Like possibly, I don't know.
That's
Good old
tough. Wow,
American Pharaoh
Pat, you're throwing
callback on the show.
that was a loaded question. That's pretty deep.
It just says it on the screen here. It says
No, it
Zany
is. It's the
4-1,
same
American
combinations
Pharaoh.
as Renegade, the favorite at 4-1. That's Ira Ortiz and Todd Pletcher. Am I right, or that one is? Correct?
I don't think American Pharaoh was a Pletcher horse, but I could be. That was like a decade ago. I thought that was a Baffert horse.
I thought it was Bobby Bafford's horse, Ric Flair.
Yeah, but I'm not an American Pharaoh fan. I'm not
That's
gonna lie.
like Ken Jennings. He's coming with fastball.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, holy jeez, man.
Just trying to
That's-
keep
it's a
you
decade
honest here.
ago.
Is there any other races that we like? Is the race before, Cam? Have you even looked at it?
No, I can't lie to you.
Give us your
forgot
favorite.
We did the daily double with. I forgot we did it with the Kentucky Oaks.
Yeah, but-
Pat, it's been a while. So,
But here's what we can do. What's your
Okay.
favorite number between 1 and 11?
for me, a 4 or 6 are my numbers. I always bet.
Just need one.
4.
4. Bet the 4 horse in the race before. Parlay it with the Kentucky Derby winner.
Thank you.
Easy game.
Easy game.
Don't have to sell me.
That's more effective than most of the things I said. So
No, me too, man. Like, we're trying to break it down here. Half the time I win, Pat, when I don't even think. Like, the dumber I am, the better it is. I'm trying to break it down. I'm like, why am I overthinking this? Like, just let's make this work here. Let's just win like last year. That would be great. Let's win.
Have either
Win.
one of you been to the Kentucky Derby?
No, I've never been. I've been to the Belmont, Pat.
Is the Belmont the one on grass?
It's the final leg of the Triple Crown.
Ben, you never been?
No, I've never been to Kentucky. I've been to the Belmont. I go to Belmont. Well, Belmont's under construction right now, but Saratoga, I am there all the time. They don't have one of the 3 races, but they have the Belmont now. So
You've been all over the New York. You've been Aqueduct. Like, Ben's a New York racing guy. That's what he is.
New York racing, and I've been to Del Mar, which was awesome.
Wow.
I've been to Del Mar in California. It was great.
I'd love to go to Del Mar. Pat, if we ever do like a trip, if we ever get rich, that's the track we go to. Like, we go hit California and hit Del Mar all day, all night.
Where is it in California?
So it's between it's like maybe like a half hour north of San Diego, south of LA.
Gorgeous.
Like the La Jolla area, really nice.
Oh,
And then I've been to Gulfstream, which is just Gulfstream's where the Florida Derby is.
Gulfstream's crazy, man. Like, it's raining one minute, then it's dry. Gulfstream's it's an absolute shit show. It's a shit show, but nice track. Good times.
All right. Let's lock in some bets then. Well, let's try to hit a winner for the people here. We got Zany in the Kentucky Oaks. I see 4-1, but maybe there's a better number out there. I don't know, but 4-1 is what I'm seeing right now. Either way, 4-1 sounds good. If it's a one horse that we're betting in the Kentucky Oaks, that's the day before. It is the female horses on the Friday. You can parlay it together or just bet it outright if you want to. The 4 horse in the race before the Kentucky Derby, because that is Cam's favorite number. We'll go with that. And it sounds like Commandment and Danon Bourbon, the 6 and 7 horse. Cam, is there any other one you want to throw onto that?
6, 7, I'm putting in 12. And I think 15. I think emerging market is something we need to look at. I'm going to gas the 18 for you guys. So 15, 12, 1, 6, 7. Is that too many?
What do you think, Ben?
Yeah, I think it's just kind of depending on how you want to structure. I know at the very beginning we talked about the concept of boxing. If you box all those horses, it's probably a little too rich, but if you say, okay, I want to put like one horse to win and then I'm going to have a bunch of combinations behind them, I like that batch of horses. I'm in agreement that I'm basically going to try to beat So Happy and for the most part try to beat Renegade. If I can get away from them, I feel like I have the next 3 to 5 best horses in the race.
So you would want to do Further Ado, Commandment, and Chief Wallaby instead of So Happy and Renegade?
I'm putting in Chief Wallaby. I don't know what Ben's saying, but that's just me. I'm adding the 12, but 6, 7, 15, and whatever, Ben. What was your other number, Ben?
I mean, for me, we're pretty much in line. I'd say at the end, it's your kind of dart throw. I'm using that Japanese horse. But other than that, I think we're pretty much aligned of the core guys. I'm with you, and I do like this. You brought up a couple of times, this emerging market that's the type of horse. I don't know if he's going to win, but I wouldn't be shocked to see him catch a piece and hit the board.
I agree. I think we have to add the 15. I think it's all kind of interesting, Pat. Like when I talk to my girlfriend who like watches golf with me and stuff, like she'll throw at a player and go like, wow, there's 130 guys when we just got second, third, and fourth. Like literally, I like Matt Fitzpatrick, like Cam Young when he won. Like, you know what I mean? The player, I'm like, okay. It's like no research, no nothing, gut. And when she said that 15 emerging market, I started to look, I go, it has to be added. That's just me. She's got some kind of gift and I don't have it.
But hey, as long as you know someone who does, it's like going against Cust.
Yes, it's like the opposite of Cust. Exactly. I don't know what the hell's happening with that guy. I've been kind of out of the loop for a while, but
I was sick.
Things are getting zanier, it sounds like.
I was sick last week. I lost my voice, and Cust hosted the show in my absence and hit a grand slam. Did awesome.
Oh, amazing. I told you, this guy, he can really figure it out.
So 6, 7, 15, 18?
So
6, 7, 15. Do you like the 18 further ado, Ben, or no?
I mean, I'm somewhat honestly indifferent to the horse. He figures. I do like Brad Cox. So in that regard, I wouldn't mind having him in there. He's kind of in the Renegade bucket for me, where I think they're deserved to be amongst the favorites. They don't jump off the page. I prefer Commandment if I had to give you one horse. But yeah, if he was in my pool, I wouldn't regret it.
So do we want to take those 4, box them up for a trifecta? Or do we need to add more? Or is that just the first line of our trifecta?
I literally think you could take 6. You could add one, like Renegade, like 1, 6, 7, 12, 15, 18, but then you have to do like a 10-cent super and shit like that. Like, it's up to your wallet. Like, for me, do you want to have more horses? Sure. But the ticket's going to go exponentially higher. So you're either going to have to knock, I like 6, 7, 12, 15. You either have to knock out the 1 or the 18. Or you can add them or pick one of the two.
All right, well, let's do that. We'll add the 18. We'll go 6, 7, 12, 15, 18.
Perfect.
Do we just want to keep those 5 all the way down, Ben? What's the strategy to that? Or do we add in like the 20 horse? You said you like Brad Cox. There's full effort, which is one word apparently. At 20, they're 20 to 1. Do we just add that to second and third?
Yeah, I mean, you can do it like that. I would recommend, again, because if you add another horse to a box, I can't explain the amount of permutations you add is like incredibly expensive at times. But if you say, you know what, okay, I kind of have my every combination of these, say 4 or 5, but I'm going to put at the end just a couple of these in second or third, it doesn't add up as quickly. Now, if the horse wins, you feel like a donkey, but if he doesn't, you save a bunch of money and you get a couple of extra outs on the back end.
So let's do that. Let's add 20 to second and third. Cam, is there any other long shot horse you'd want to add?
No, we can't, Pat. I'm going to have to tell you the Mayo card, which is speeding down the road. We're going to have to put the brakes on somewhere else. I'm going to have to go rob a Brinks truck to pay for this ticket here.
All right. So as we mentioned, Zany at the Kentucky Oaks, the 4 horse in the race before the Kentucky Derby, outright bets on Commandment and Danon Random, the 6 and 7 horse. And as a box trifecta, we're going to go 6, 7, 12, 15, 18, and then add the 20 horse to second and third. That sound good?
Sounds great.
We
better hope Renegade does nothing.
And the bet of the week is on Coolbet.com. Gate 1 to 9 minus 141.
Yes.
That's the I mean, again,
that's my favorite bet.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the best bet if we're saying it.
Yes.
And if
Gold
you
star
also
bet.
like horse with one name, but yeah, the 140 is the best bet. I think 140, Pat, we could talk about juice. It's a steal. At my book, at Rasa Stewart Sportsbook, that's minus 220. You're getting 140.
And look, if you're in Canada outside of Ontario, hit the description, go get it. You'll get a bonus, and you can bet with the bonus money too. I'll even work with Coolbet to see if I can get that boosted to like minus 125 or something.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, well they'd probably only give you like $100 on it or something. But.
Hey, whatever. It's money's money. Like, come on. That's great.
All right. Thanks for doing this, guys. It's the amount of emails and tweets I got. If people hadn't emailed and tweeted me, I kind of forgot the Kentucky Derby was happening this weekend.
Well, we had that's the thing. It's always the first weekend in May, right? Pat, Ben, it's those things, and it kind of snuck up on us this year. You got NBA playoffs, you got the NHL playoffs, like things are wild, and I'm like, oh yeah, Kentucky Derby. It's just one of those things, especially this year, it really snuck up. But I think we could do good things. We had a great year last year, and hopefully, if Ben's Japanese horse does something, this could be very, very interesting. He's going to be rolling in cash.
Yeah, we're going to see it. But no, it's true, though. And I shouldn't be forgetting about the Derby. I got a million horse pictures behind me, and my dog was named Derby growing up. So I should remember these things, but it's true. It's kind of rapidly approaching. And I think we're going to get a good one this year. I actually feel pretty good about this draw.
Well,
What's my pet name, Pat? Johnny Knuckles? Juice?
What's your guy? Portuguese Steve? Isn't that your friend?
No, it's Portuguese Joe. Actually, he's taking me
Sorry.
out to. We have to have a meeting at the keg. We have to talk about some futures. We'll put it this way.
All right.
Yes.
Well, I'll let you get to that. I want to remind everyone, code Mayo at Underdog gets you the deposit bonus of up to $1,000. Coolbet.com if you're in Canada, outside of Ontario. Hit the description, get your bonus there. Cam will be back soon enough on Mayo Media Network, so follow him at Cam Stewart Live. Ben Rasa, oddshopper.com, tails.com. What promos you got going on over there?
Yeah, I mean, again, just stop on in. You can get a free week of all the tools over at Odd Shopper. It's a great time. So if you are betting all these sports, you guys know playoffs going on. It's just a good way to really
Any
get some
guy
stuff
that's
to help
wearing a
across.
Luton Town hoodie right there
Look
is
at
a
that. Yeah,
guy that needs
Luton.
to be respected.
They may be relegated to like tier 4, but that's okay. We battle on
do.
with disgraceful team, but they made me so much money a couple years ago. I bought a sweatshirt, and I pay my respect to my made up teams.
It's very hard to find Kentucky Derby odds on sites.
Yes.
It's not easy, Pat. Like, you know what? I hate to say it. A lot of like back in the day, that's where street books really did their thing. They'd offer you like everyone had it, but today it's very, very hard to do. But there'll be a few, trust me. Like come race day, they'll have Kentucky Derby and they might have fixed odds. But to Ben's point, you're probably going to get the closing odds from the track because when they put in the tickets, it's exactly what he said. They all have to be the same to pump out all the numbers. They have to line up.
I understand that. It's just a few sports books that I've gone to. I mean, Kentucky or at Coolbet, it's just listed as Kentucky Derby, which is super great. But at other places, it's like, oh, you got to click into horse racing, but then US, but then futures, and then it's not listed under Kentucky Derby. It's listed under Churchill Downs due to weird naming conventions and the big horse mafia coming after sports books. It's just very confusing.
You know what it is? It's like for guys like Ben and I, like he plays way more horses than I do. You have to know track, race date, whatever. Some people like blindly go into this thing and they're betting the wrong day, the wrong track, the wrong horse. Like you kind of have to pay attention.
All right. Well, that will do it for me. Once again, sub to Mayo Media Network, smash like, give me your winner or favorite bet down in the description right now. And don't be afraid, people, to subscribe to the audio podcast of the Pat Mayo Experience on Spotify, on Apple, and then leave a 5-star rating and review. All right? Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.
Pat Mayo Experience! Experience!